The sun was setting behind the date palms of Medina. Women gathered in the courtyard of the Prophet to listen to his gentle voice, a voice that carried wisdom and mercy. He spoke not to restrict, but to protect, to shape hearts for Jannah.
A woman named Fatima bint Sa'd listened carefully, notebook in hand, as the Prophet began to teach 10 things a believing woman must never do.
1. Never associate partners with Allah shirk. The Prophet said, whoever dies while associating partners with Allah will never enter paradise.
Fatima wrote it down first, Tawhid before everything.
He reminded them, worship belongs only to Allah, not to saints, charms, or graves. 2. Never disobey parents. He said softly, paradise lies under the feet of your mother. Fatima thought of her own mother. How many times had she argued back? He warned, whoever displeases her parents cuts off her own blessing.
3. Never gossip or spread others' secrets.
The Prophet said,
the worst among you are those who go about spreading gossip.
He reminded the women, a tongue that destroys peace is a weapon against the soul.
Fatima closed her mouth tight. Silence could be worship.
4. Never be unjust to your husband. He said,
if a woman prays her 5, fasts her month, guards her chastity, and obeys her husband, she will enter paradise by any gate she wishes.
He taught balance, not oppression, but respect built on mercy and fairness.
5. Never display beauty to non-mahrams.
The Prophet said, the woman is a gem,
and gems are hidden and protected.
He reminded them, modesty is a crown, not a cage.
Fatima smiled. She wore her hijab with new pride.
6. Never miss Salah prayer. He said,
the first thing a person will be judged for on the Day of Judgment is the prayer. Fatima remembered the women who delayed Fajr. The Prophet reminded, prayer is the rope between a woman and her Lord.
7.
Never be arrogant or unthankful.
He warned,
I looked into hell and saw that most of its inhabitants were women because of ungratefulness to their husbands and arrogance. Fatima felt a chill. She wrote down, gratitude saves the heart.
8. Never imitate men. He said,
Allah curses the women who imitate men and the men who imitate women.
He meant be proud of your feminine grace, your mercy, and your modesty. Each gender was honored in its own beauty.
9. Never neglect the poor or the orphans.
He reminded them, the one who cares for a widow or the poor is like the one who fights in the cause of Allah.
Fatima looked around. She promised to feed a hungry neighbor that night.
10. Never forget the hereafter.
Finally, the Prophet said,
be in this world as a traveler. He reminded them that beauty fades, wealth disappears, but deeds remain.
Fatima wept. She now saw life as a short bridge to eternity. Subscribe and share to Muslim.